Kabam have a new feature coming to MCOC in the next update. Did you know about it? Probably not, because it went under the radar several days ago. New update info today and a live stream. So will you be watching, especially with improvements to Battlegrounds, Alliance Quest and Alliance Wars? Lots on. Some very odd App Store July 4th images got players thinking Peggy Carter is coming to MCOC. And Kabam are looking to ban some questionable accounts in Arena. This is good news. It's Friday again. Na, 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 na. Yeah.
Hey, I feel a little lightheaded. Oh no, it's the body. Definitely the missing body.
I was gonna go like ba-dum-tsh, but it's got no legs. That makes no sense. Just before we go anywhere, massive thank you to everybody that subscribed. We're up to 68,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for doing that. It's just amazing that I can get that support, so keep doing that. Hopefully hit 70k by the end of the year. That's the hope. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. That would be very handy. Thank you. So it certainly feels weird recording on a Thursday night, because then I have to kind of preface everything I say as saying Friday, because as a lot of you know, I work during the day and then it's kind of like in the evening I get to make me YouTube videos and play me MCOC swap tap game. But today, probably next not few hours, but 9 AM PT, which is 5 PM UK time, we have got a live stream. It is gonna be a really good one. I think that you're gonna get some reveals and stuff. I am hoping some more. I mean, look, there's going to be some more stuff on the creation of Gladiator. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to that. It's really annoying because I know a lot of people don't like God tier cosmic champions, especially after Hercules. But Gladiator is a character prior to the release of Hercules that I always wanted to see in games. It's a bit of a tough one for me. Alliance Wars, Alliance Quest, Incursions. God, I completely skipped over that. I love Incursions. I'm back grinding Incursions and I'm having a great time playing it. I don't know if like Kabam said people didn't have much to do. Well, people aren't playing Incursions, so you got to make it more spicier, better, funkier, more desirable. But also Battlegrounds is going to be kind of mentioned as well. I'm really looking forward to this live stream. I think there's going to be some spicy things that are going to come out of it, and I'm really hoping an improvement to Battlegrounds matchmaking. From a conversation with Kabam John the other day, I got the feeling that a lot more work has been put into matchmaking, especially with the impact of rank 2 7 stars, a lot more 7 stars for a lot of players, and as well a lot more of an influx of rank 5 champions, and you know, prestige bumps out the wazoo. But in any case, I look forward to this, I really do. It's going to be later on today. Look out for it. Should be good. And now on to a bit of a confusing story. And this is all about the July 4th deal. So I'm sure, here's the thing. I'm sure a lot of you would not kind of put 2 and 2 together on this one. But there were some players that did. This is why we're covering it. This is why we're reacting to it. It's the news. It's the information and what kind of people are talking about within the community. So you might be confused with this, right? Because of where things kind of are popped in here. Sling Cap Shield on July 4th. Obviously talking about July 4th deals, but underneath that it says Marvel Contest of Champions. Look, I'm sure a lot of people will say in the comments, yeah, but it's Puzzle Quest, Rich. Yeah, I know, that's the point. We're getting to that particular point. It is indeed Puzzle Quest that this art is taken from, but it was something that again drove a lot of confusion because it was today, July 4th. And then it's oh, there's that, and then there's that, and there's what the heck's going on? And even as well, I think there was questions should this be put our favourite Sling Cap Shield July 4th and this Marvel Contest of Champions? And look, as I said, people will come to that conclusion. Other people were going why have they used this art? This isn't Marvel Contest of Champions art. It's wrong. So that's just clarifying that. If you saw this and thought Peggy Carter, Peggy Carter. Try and say those two names several times when you're drunk. I'll tell you that much. You ain't going to be doing it. Peggy Carter, Penny Parker. I did it, but I won't be able to say it 5 times. Penny Parker, Penny Carter, Penny Parker, Peggy Carter, Penny Parker, Peggy Carter, Penny Parker, Peggy Carter, Penny Carter, Peggy. See, it turns to Camila Cabello, to be honest. Anyway, you needed that for a Friday. And now we move on to a new feature. Combo Tracker. Now, I will be brutally honest. For me, this went under the radar, massively under the radar. To a degree, I should have been mentioning this about, a week ago. When was the 27th of June? Oh, it's even worse. Well, it's last Tuesday. I should have been mentioning this. But here's the thing. A lot of stuff does. A lot of the amazing work that Kabam Zero and the team that are associated with Kabam Zero work on these things, it does go under the radar. And I think a lot of things need to be mentioned. You know, make a big thing about it. Because these guys are putting in, guys and gals are putting in some amazing work throughout the game. This in particular is a quality of life improvement, especially for a lot of people to educate new people. And as Kabam Zero says here, traditionally new players and even some of our more experienced players have had trouble understanding the exact application of our combo system. The combo tracker feature is here to help. So it kind of be like letting you know that at this point in time, you got to do the thing. And if you do the thing with the combos that are with it, you get the good stuff. I think that's kind of like the way to kind of like properly describe this. Not properly, it's not properly. It's just the, I don't know, weird way of kind of like a lower way of kind of like saying it. Before I get into it, the best to explain it, I mean the combo system as its system often gets confused with hit count. The combo system is what limits how many attacks characters can string together before leaving an opening that the opponent can punish. So this is kind of, this could be good. Like we'll go cover this on channel. We'll kind of break it down, see if it's any good. And for a visual aspect of it, it looks a little like this, where you can see there, and where it'll kind of like it'll track the kind of movements that you do, whether or not it's a medium, whether or not it's a light. And I think does it do heavy attacks or something? Maybe, I don't know. But this is interesting as well. I think this may be good to improve players' timing. Like, don't quote me on that one, but it may be quite good. And we've done certain kind of like nodes in the past where I can't remember the name of the node. I've done it recently in Act 8.2 where you have to end on a light combo, you end on a medium combo, and it has that prompter. So I'm not saying this is going to be a prompter of sorts, but it's something that will be able to decently let you know what's going on. I think I'm going to have it on. You can turn it off if you want. It's a feature that will be able to turn on or off. I think that it might be helpful. I'll give it a go. It may be something that's just intrusive and I won't like it on the screen. But at the same token, it could be quite good. I may actually use it. I'm not quite sure. As it says here, the combo tracker will display all light and medium attacks. The combo tracker will display enemy combos, but won't include heavy or special attacks as AI doesn't typically include them in combos. I don't know, your AI is pretty wonky at times. I've had some times and some experiences today where I have never known so many throwing of random heavy attacks. And even my kind of like, my block is not up and I'm getting like loads of weird heavy attacks. Or champions not throwing special attacks. That AI is a pest at times. But Kabam won't change it, will they? Dodging back will end the current combat. There's a lot of stuff to this. Go and check this out in the link in the description. I'm not going to read through all of it because, you know, you can go and read it for yourself. And as I say here, as an additional note, this feature will be enabled by default on another piece of UI in a fight that not everyone will enjoy and can disable in the settings menu. So that's good, right? I think it's going to be helpful. But yeah, what are people saying? So when does this come into Battlegrounds emotes? Which I'd love a permanent all off with stuff. I think there's a misconception that we said that this would be an option in the future, and we have never said that. Whatever that's to do with. Not to be that guy, but does this benefit anyone not doing a champion showcase on YouTube? Well, I think it's going to be very helpful. Certainly most benefits are new summoners. I think it could be quite good. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to make a video on it. Showcase wise for champions, we'll see. While this feature, do we have the option? Yeah, no that. In any case, we're going to move on to the next story. This one's a banger. So one thing that I've been doing is I've been following this thread, which is called Continuous Monitoring of Arena is Needed. Now, I did make an MCN, I think it was last Wednesday, where I made a complete boob of myself by kind of covering this particular thread, but in an incorrect manner, or a different thread where I was referring to the wrong arena and coming to the wrong conclusions. The thing is with that, I was coming to the right conclusions but was not presenting the correct data. The conclusions were that there is some irregularities and things that do need to be raised within Arena when it comes to certain weird scoring accounts and the extent of grind, which is questionable with the amount of time you can invest into it. Basically, in 72 hours, doing the extent of Arena possible may be seen like you can only do a certain amount and other people are doing a lot more within that time frame, that is definitely questionable. So basically, modders, cheaters, and hackers. But this time, and I was going to make a separate video on this one, but I think it's kind of good that we cover this now because Kabam are answering against this stuff. So look, Chance said back on June 23rd, looking at the arena that just ended, there are 33 with no alliance tag, 13 feature, 20 in basic in top 200. Leaderboard, that's over 16% of the top scores have seen abruptly high for the game. Since we don't have the full leaderboard, no idea what the top 400 looks like. Even with alliance tag, it may mean nothing to top score in the basic leaderboard, 1.18 mil PvP and 3,500 highest win streak. That seems to be humanly impossible number to do. Number 2 is not that great either, 789k PvP, 2,900 highest win streak. The ban wave doesn't seem to have to work that well. Going forward, any botting or modding should be permanent ban. I hope we'll see another ban wave sooner than later. Hope Kabam won't wait another 1.5 years to do this again and let the problem getting out of control like last time. Look, it was great, wasn't it, for that length of time where we were getting some fairer arena results. So one of the key things from this one, which I said I was going to do a video, is evidence. There's some evidence presented in here that kind of targets some accounts. I kind of like give you a bit of evidence to this. Let's just say, I'm so glad they monitored this. PvP fights 1. This is, by the way, this is within 24 hours. 2,696,197. So he's done another 1,500 fights since your post yesterday and still online, going strong. So in a day, then up to 2,697,734. Right? That is either that is something crazy with in 24 hours doing 1,500 fights. Like that's like no. It's one of these things where you want to say like in a nutshell this looks like cheating, raise it, or weird, botting. But then on the other hand, you're like, oh, are people going to say like, oh no, that seems legit. Like I don't know. To me, it looks a bit sus. But it's down to the court of MCOC opinion. Any case, let's jump to the point. What are Kabam doing about this? So the answer is Kabam have, as Kabam Jet says, the team has eyes on this. And look, when it comes to saying having eyes on this, this is just, and how it needs to be dealt with is like happened last time. All of the top like finishers, I mean the whole entire arena that people kind of like competed in, it needs to be checked over. Positions need to be checked over. Botters, modders, cheaters, whatever it is, sus things need to be flushed out, and this needs to be done on a weekly basis, not like odds and end time where it's kind of like, you know, as said earlier, like once every 1 to 5 years, 1.5 years. This needs to be flushed out on a regular. Yes, cheaters are going to get in. Like newsflash to anybody, Kabam haven't implemented a like a detection cheat that can detect at the point of doing one type of battle that goes, oh, this person's got some really weird scores here, really weird damage, boom, like banned, right? Other than that, like it's just a case of now it's like retrospectively just cleaner. It's like oh, you're doing once a week cleaning the house kind of thing. That needs to be done, not every 2 weeks, not every 3 weeks, not every month, not every year, not every 6 months, and you know refund people the champion. Clean them out. Just clean them out. Get them out. Get them out of the game. Right? That's the main thing. Because a lot of people, if they win champions or they miss out on some like a 6-star, then they might be like, well, I needed or wanted or grinded for that 6-star now. I wanted that now. 6 months down the line, they might be like, well, I can pick this up from a featured crystal. So you kind of go like, oh great, I've got it, but I've already got it and duped it. So it becomes a little bit irrelevant to your current plans. Possibly, possibly not. But in any case, What are your thoughts on this? Put it in the comment section down below, as it looks like, and people will obviously be banned in a very short space of time. So fingers crossed that happens and is actioned as soon as possible. And just to quickly do my arena predictions for Yellow Jacket and for Silver Centurion, I'm going with 55 mil for the 6-star Silver Centurion, 25 mil for the 5-star version, 18 mil for Yellow Jacket 6-star, and 9 mil for the Yellow Jacket 5-star. I kind of think that will be kind of the breakdown, but we shall see on Monday or Sunday, and then obviously the results will post on Monday. Thanks again to everybody that supports the channel as a YouTube member and as a Patreon. You're on screen right now. Also, there's support on twitch.tv, that thing on Twitch. So if you've got an Amazon Prime account, give a free Twitch sub, help support. I should be back live streaming. I keep saying that, but I'm just trying to wiggle some time in because it seems video creation is taking a lot more of my time than I thought, but we'll see what we can do. Also, check out some other stuff located on the screen right now. Lots of info about the side quest. We're going to be talking about that later on, and lots of things in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be a spicy one, everybody, so I'll see you later on. Cheers and bye-bye.